Hi, my name's Sonya Jones and I'm the Safeguarding Lead and Service Manager for We Are With You Shropshire. On Monday the 24th, I spoke about our exploitation campaign, which we launched via MyPov, and I'd really like to thank MyPov for allowing us this platform to do this. I'd just like to try to sum up the week and what it's meant to us as a service. We decided to launch an exploitation campaign via our social media purely because we wanted to raise awareness to young people, families, professionals, and anybody who'd listen to us really about the risks associated with cannabis use and exploitation. The week began with the launch of our amazing new resources for young people. They've been developed by Nikki Thorne, who's worked tirelessly to just develop these fantastic resources that young people will be able to understand language that they can really relate to understand the risks associated with exploitation. On the Tuesday, Rebecca Plymouth, who is our intern, spoke about the research that she's completed for us. And that research focused on two parts. What we wanted to do was we wanted to understand the profile of the young people that we were working with in Shropshire. And on the Thursday, she spoke about the work that we've actually looked at, the experiences of parents in relation to criminal exploitation in our county. So on the Tuesday, she spoke about that profile. And what we have in Shropshire could be quite different to other areas of the country, although we don't really know that because no other drug services have completed this research. What we have in Shropshire are young people who are being exploited, who are in mainstream education. So that doesn't really fit with the profile of young people who are excluded from school. We also have a different model in relation to transport. The young people that we are supporting who are victims of exploitation are actually taken around by adults in cars rather than riding trains, and they also use their own bikes to get around. So that's quite different as well. Our young people also have complex mental health needs, suicidal ideation and self-harm. So for us, we actually know now what this profile looks like. And throughout this, there's been the link to cannabis and exploitation of children. On the Wednesday, we saw our amazing Nikki Thorne, who shared her experiences of what it's like to actually work with young people who are victims of exploitation. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank Nikki for all her hard work this week. It's been phenomenal to produce all the resources, all the hours she's put in, and then to manage the social media campaign as well. It's just exceptional. So thank you, Nikki. And what we saw in Nikki's world was working with young people who are 1 minute disclosing that they've been stabbed, and the next minute they're asking for extra sprinkles on their hot chocolate. It's that contrast of 1 minute they're telling her something so scary and horrendous, and then the next minute they're like a child. Can I have extra sprinkles with that? And then she ended that piece by speaking about hope, by speaking about when she has doors slammed in her face, she has phones put down on her. And then the next week, they phone and apologise and say, sorry about that, Nick. I was so stressed. And that's the thing about criminal exploitation of children. They shouldn't be that stressed. They shouldn't even be in that world. They shouldn't be in the world of exploitation. And they're being abused on a daily basis, so they're going to be stressed. But Nikki never gives up on them. She continues no matter what. And then on the Thursday, we had Rebecca again talking about her work with parents who contributed to the research. And again, big thank you to Space. Big thank you to the parents who contributed to that. Thank you to Shropshire Council who also contributed. And thank you to Rebecca who put so much work into this. And the work that she put together to give those parents a voice, to be a parent of a child that's being criminally exploited, is absolutely horrendous. Nikki and I are exhausted. We've been putting in 14-hour days. However, that pales into insignificance when you think about what it must be like for parents. Nick and I will probably rest up this weekend and we'll be back to it next Monday. But for parents, there's no let up. It's 24/7. There's no, it's the weekend, I'm going to take some time to chill. They have to live with this day in, day out. And it's not fair. What have these parents, what have these families done to deserve this? They're victims. Their children are victims. So the work of parents was crucial to our research, and we need to listen more to them. And the week progressed and the social media campaign gathered momentum. And even on the Monday alone, some 20,000 people had accessed the resources that Nikki had produced, which was just absolutely phenomenal. We're glad we carried out this campaign. We achieved what we wanted to achieve. We will continue to support young people and their families. But it's all been worthwhile because we hope we've raised awareness of the criminal exploitation of children has to stop in this country. We know what our profile looks like in Shropshire, but there are areas of the UK that have no idea what their local profiles are like. There are areas of the UK that do not recognise criminal exploitation even exists. That's why we need to have a national strategy. We need to have a national strategy so we can know what this looks like. We watched Channel 4 News as a team, a clip of their work with serious case reviews, the review of that. And they concluded that 2 children are harmed or die a month in the UK as a direct result of criminal exploitation. That's just absolutely staggering. How can that happen in the UK? How can that happen here, right now? And the link to cannabis cannot be ignored. What we have in Shropshire might be different from other areas. But believe me, no matter what the area, is happening. And we need to have that national strategy so that there will be a clear picture of what's going on in the UK. I thank everybody who's contacted us via our social media platforms, I really do. And I thank my entire team for their work. And I thank everybody who has got in touch. And I thank Nikki, and I thank Rebecca, and I thank Space, and I thank my Bob, and I thank Shropshire Council. But more than anybody, I thank the parents and the young people because we're learning every day about this, and it's not going away. It's bigger than ever. So thank you very much. I'm sure I'll be speaking again soon about the criminal exploitation of children in the UK. And don't forget that link to cannabis, because that's not going away either. Thank you for your time.